and we know that the lymphatic system and lymphoid organs and the circulatory system with hematopoiesis. These two represent the immune system of the body. But
I can send to you.
our medical education do not know how to manage with the lymphatic system. So every time they cut, you have cancer, you cut lymph nodes. You have tonsil, you become inflamed, you cut tonsils.
Thyroid.
Thyroid, no, thyroid not belong to the lymphatic system. Not belong to the lymphatic system. Thyroid, thyroid is the endocrine system.
Endocrine.
Thyroid is the endocrine system. But tonsils are the largest lymph node in the mouth. This detect foreign invaders and protect our gastrointestinal tract. Once they become inflamed, doctors like to cut. If they give antibiotics, it does not heal the disease. Then finally, the children will be referred to the surgeon to cut. When cut, there will be no more inflammation. As a result, they think the disease is gone, but actually it's still there.
No symptoms.
Tonsils are the lymph nodes that protect the entrance of the gastrointestinal tract. When they detect something, they react to the invaders. But doctors are not educated to understand this response. From our experience, when you have tonsillitis, mostly chicken, pork, shrimp, fish. You stop this, about 95% disappear.
Yes.
No need to cut. But since they don't know, so they just cut. Cut means they don't think that lymphatic system is important, so they cut part of it away. We don't do. Here we don't do. There are about 800 lymph nodes in the body, and these lymph nodes are located at the very strategic point of the body, along the groin, axilla, armpit, on the lateral side of the neck, and inside along the vertebral column. Lymphatic system is for draining the interstitial fluid or tissue fluid. Tissue fluid is the result of blood vessels come from the heart and circulate through the circulatory system and then return to the heart by the vein.
Yes.
And at the capillary levels, part of the fluid will leak out of the blood vessels, and this becomes tissue fluid. This tissue fluid is essential for the tissue to function. Once they perform function, they generate unwanted metabolites, and this remain in the tissue fluid, and the lymph vessel will absorb this into the lymph, this fluid into the lymph vessels, so they become lymph, which is yellowish clear fluid, and this contains lots of cell debris, contains lots of damaged materials. Sometimes it is mixed with bacteria or whatever invader, and get into these vessels, and the lymph nodes, which are located along the way, will filter fluid before they get into the central part of the body. If they filter effectively, no fever reaction. But if they cannot filter it correctly, part of the invader will invade the next lymph node and go into the body. So it causes fever. When you have fever, it means the lymph node is fighting. The lymph node is fighting. Sometimes lymph node enlarge. And when it's enlarged, we, as a healer, assist the lymph node by putting some cold gel, cold coolant, to slow down the reaction. Not too heated. If too heated, sometimes the body just down. So that's why we use cold gel to help it. Our body must dissipate heat from the body at all time. Because we are warm blood animal, we tend to generate a lot of heat.
Yes.
And this is must be dissipated. Otherwise, our body is too hot. Then it will cause damage to the enzyme system. Our enzyme can function at the temperature no more than 36.5 degrees Celsius. When lower than 34 degrees Celsius, most enzymes stop chemical reaction. So our body maintains the body temperature between 34 to 36, and this level will allow enzyme to perform their enzymatic function correctly. When there is inflammation, that body part will become heated. When heated, other tissue will be damaged. If too hot, like in children, if you have too much heat, convulsion, seizure. You see? Seizure, that's too hot. So the nervous system cannot function. It's too much heat. We have to cool it down. Lymph node is the primary organ to generate heat. When it's too hot, we have to cool it down. That's why we use it. Many patients experience when we do twisting tourniquet, they feel heat from inside because the lymph vessel come up from your leg and pass through the system, the chain of lymph nodes. Pass through the chain of lymph nodes. They feel heat from inside, and we ameliorate this heat by dipping your feet in the ice bucket, and sometimes we use cold gel to cool down the temperature. By doing so, we are eliminating the bad lymph from the body at very rapid pace. Normally, lymph will be drained every day, but sometimes people accumulate this lymph too much. Most of the lymph is located inside the ankles. Our ankle is the origin of bad lymph, 95%.
Oh, is it?
95%.
95% of the bad lymph in the body come from the ankle because it is the lowest part. Difficult to come up, and because each ankle contains 33 joints with about 100 series of tendons in one foot. Every time you walk, you are crushing the cartilage, you are crushing the bone, you are crushing the joints, and this will cause tissue damage. And this tissue damage will be get rid of by the lymphatic system. If they perform function correctly, then there is no problem. But if there's something wrong with the lymphatic system, sometimes the lymph remain in the ankles and they cannot drain away. As a result, we saw this. We saw this in the ankle.
ผมจะหาไอ้นั่นมาให้อาจารย์ที่เป็นเลเซอร์
We saw this in the ankle. We see minor elevation as bump around the ankle. This represents the joint fluid now being excreted out of the joint space. Our joints excrete unused joint fluid out there, and the body must drain this away. If our body drain this unwanted fluid properly, there will be no unwanted fluid remaining around the ankle. But most of the time, our draining system has problem. So you see this accumulation grow into lemon-sized bulge, or like durian.
Yes.
In Thai we call golden pillow. In Thai we call like this, or sometimes like this, or something like this. This can be as huge as it can be as huge as this. There. Like this, which from below you see. This alone cannot happen if there is no participation from the food you consume. They must combine the effect that you have
Yes.
produced. Lymphatic system alone cannot cause this, but there must be animal elements that combine the effect. So this can be so hugely
Yes.
expanded. Look at this gentleman. This is this lady, you see, and this I show you that this gentleman, Kunmanat Yuso. He's Muslim. But you see his leg, you see? So huge. But we treat him about a month, he become like this. You see, become much smaller. And finally, we send him for plastic surgery to cut this thickened part away, so he now resume close to normal. This one can hardly be reduced in just few months because he suffered from this 32 years ago. But we can make it small. The leg can be small now.
Plastic surgery.
This part very thick. He consume a lot of beef. Many cases we can correct without surgical intervention, but sometimes we hit the limit and we need to do surgery to correct the final retouch. But like this, when we touch, we can tell that we need or not need surgery. Like this, we can go without surgery. Like this, we can go without surgery. Like this, we can. Like this, we can. However, the patient will refer to surgeons before they reach us. So they will cut before they reach me. Like she suffered from this situation for 30 years. She suffered with this huge tumor, like enlargement for 30 years. you should imagine how she lived her daily life 30 years. She was the product of medical treatment in Sirirat Hospital.
Oh. Mm.
The hospital that treat the king generate this for her.
Oh. Cervical.
They cut cervical cancer. She was told that she has cancer 30 years ago, that she was 18 years old. To me, that is almost
Sure.
unheard of. Unheard of. Normally, cervical cancer will not happen in very young female like that. But she told me that eventually she discovered that that doctor lied her. So she was called to cut. It could be that the surgeon was very young and want to collect cases to train. And because she was poor people, so after she gave birth to one child, maybe no need anymore. So just let's train. They call her to do hysterectomy. She hated the hospital very much. And 50 years later, she had this two big swelling. And she was cut this swelling by another medical school, Chulalongkorn Medical School. Cut her. So this is the same person, number one. Number two. If I ask you, do you prefer number one or number two? Please select one. The same person. Which one do you prefer? One? You prefer staying like this? Then you plan that you will find me. But she didn't. So after I treat her, 3 weeks, this is 3 weeks after our treatment, with that one twisting tourniquet. Now she can bend her knees easily and become smaller. Then the rest, we let the patient did everything at home. We gave her everything she needed to do at home. A month later, she came back to see me with Jean. This is 1 month later. 2 months later, with this. 3 months later, 4 months later, 6 months later, and 4 years later. So during this record, 6 years, she remained basically disease free.
Yes.
Basically disease free. And she maintained vegan diet. But before that, during the first period, sometimes she secretly eat pork, beef, fish, seafood, shrimp paste, chicken, but she tried one at a time. Everything she tests what I prohibited, she found the result very clearly that it becomes swollen again.
Immediately.
And she stopped and we test the other. Swollen. Stop eat the other. Everything, every element that I told her caused her swelling. Eventually, she never take it again, and she become pure vegan. That's why she maintained good health for years. She's still okay, and she became our assistant. And she is very good presenter because she has her own experience, and now she already healed. And this is real. Patients become healer at our office. She too. She used to be patient, but now she became healer, assistant to doctor.
Come as a patient, return a doctor. That's our slogan.
But did you?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
They heal patient?
They start centers.
Center? Good.
We encourage them.
Good.
That's my work.
But I don't say they become doctor. I don't say they become doctor. They learn the knowledge and they can practice this to other people. like this very often. Very often. This is the result of cervical cancer and do surgery, receive surgery, and become swollen. After 1 month, after 1 year, after 1.5 year, become close to normal. When patient have this result, most doctor inside their brain, they think of abandon this patient. They don't treat her actively. They just say, oh, elevate your leg, oh, do massage, oh, wear stocking, but never get healed. Whenever gets side effect, they say this is side effect. I would say this is direct effect.
Direct, yes. Main effect.
Or they would say karma.
Direct effect of the doctor, of the surgeon, because you cut them, so this become swollen because the lymph drainage become damaged.
Drainage.
Yes. Sometimes we call this disease as you may know this word. Sometimes we call it as
Iatrogenic.
yes.
Yes.
You know it?
Yes.
Iatrogenic disease.
Yes.
The disease that is caused by
Doctor.
the doctor.
I wrote a book about it. I wrote 14 books.
But the doctor hate to hear this. But actually it is. It is. But don't talk this with any doctor. They will knock.
I had been to jail
For what?
2 weeks in last September.
September
Yes.
ก็ติดคุกหลายครั้งแล้ว
See,
Why? You were in the jail
yes,
for what?
fighting with the doctors and health department of Kerala. So the minister was very angry,
And put you into jail.
and they came with a new disease, Nipah.
What is it?
Nipah.
What is that
It's a special type of fever. Actually, it's a fever. They
Nipah.
treated in a hospital 14 days the child. Then when they found the child is going to die, they sent to the medical college, government hospital. There they said it's a new disease, Nipah, and they said it's spread to other people, and the entire Kerala become panic. I said it's not a new disease at all. It's the drugs, paracetamol, fever drug, and the treatment of the doctor is an iatrogenic problem. And the very next day, the health minister gave a complaint against me to the police general. Then they threatened and asked me to keep quiet. I done a Facebook live. I said I am not going to stop my
Activity.
I keep my words. I'll fight against it. It's government is responsible for this problem. For you have to arrest the doctor instead of me. Then the fourth day, everybody asked me to go for anticipated bail. I said I am not ready to. Let them arrest. So they arrested me, produced in front of the magistrate, and said I tried to make people panic and work against the health department, where health department issue a health emergency. I fought against it. He said yes, I did. So the magistrate remanded me 2 weeks.
In jail.
Yes, I
2 weeks?
started fasting. Last 20 years I didn't get a golden chance to fast a long
So
time.
you fast in jail
8 days.
8 days.
So they said we don't allow you to fast in the jail.
You're afraid you will die.
Okay, then you let me free. Don't put me in the jail. I'll fast. When
ทำแบบคันทีเลยไง
protest marches, sitting the satyagraha all over the state, and the big person Swami Agnivesh from Delhi, Medha Patkar, all the human rights activists came with the protest, and finally they released me.
And there is too much trouble to keep you in jail.
Yeah.
After 2 weeks.
But he went to jail before when he protest Western cigarette or alcohol.
Against alcohol.
Many years ago.
3 times before.
You were in jail before.
Yes, 3 times.
Now he's a
Fighting
first
with the liquor shops. We don't allow anybody to enter in the liquor shop or get out from the liquor shop. We don't allow the liquor to.
Western liquor.
So the fight is going on for the last.
So you were full of experience, no? I never.
And I saved my life 3 times from the attempt to kill me.
Who?
2 times is the liquor hooligans, and 1 time it's not
You against people to drink alcohol from Western country, right?
everywhere.
What do you say the disease? New disease? Nipah?
Nipah.
How you spell it?
N-I-P-A.
N-I-P-A.
PHA Nipah.
PHA.
This one?
Yes.
Uh,
It's a new type of fever.
who generate this word?
It's generated by them.
By
They
them.
say, they claim that bats are eating the fruits.
Oh.
And when people eat that fruit, they get this disease. Virus. Nipah virus.
Nipah virus.
Virus. It's a
From
virus.
your Ministry of Health?
NIPAH from
Yes.
Google yes NIPAH virus
NIPAH. Nipah.
yeah Nipah virus infection
From the bat?
by the WHO announced
From the bat? NIPH. I have never heard of this.
Yes.
ทำแบบทันทีไงไปต่อต้านพวกยาฝรั่งบริษัท
And
ยาฝรั่ง
recently
จาก
there
เข้า
is
คุ
an
ก
article that came in BMJ that paracetamol or sarantifi can cause 3 type of cancer: liver cancer, kidney tract cancer, and blood cancer.
again liver
Liver, kidney,
เขาบอกยาซาร่ากับทิฟ
kidney
ฟี่
tract,
กับพาราเซตามอลกินแล้วจะทำให้เป็นมะเร็ง
blood cancer.
how to spell
PAH.
yeah PH
Nipah
virus
virus.
that
อ๋ออันนี้โรงแรมไม่ใช่อันที่สองนะที่พาไวรัสอินเฟคชั่น
WHO กับ Wikipedia
อันเนี้ย zoonotic virus
Yeah.
that means it's also in animals.
Yes.
it come from
They
animal.
never blame their pesticides, their drugs. They just blame the.
So you think it's from
poor animals.
pesticide, not from the bat, right?
No.
Then mean because of eating non-veg
That's a secondary or what's the primary cause?
you think it's from chemical
Yes, polluted body,
this virus come from animals then because
bats mainly. They accuse bats and other animals also.
human eat non-veg food that can infection from that
No, now first time they came with fruits.
fruit
I said fruits cannot transmit any
Virus.
disease. Fruits can only heal.
Uh-huh.
So this is not true.
Not true.
Not true.
It's scientific nonsense.
เขาสร้างขึ้นมาเองไงแล้วก็มาเข้าวิกิพีเดียให้คนมานั่งดูแต่เขาในความเห็นก็คือว่ามันไม่ได้เขาบอกข้างคาวไปกินผลไม้แล้วก็มาเป็นโรคนี้เขาบอกไม่จริงสร้างขึ้นมาเองเขาบอกจะติดเชื้อจากผลไม้ได้ยังไงไม่อันนี้เขาคิดว่าเป็นสิ่
They
งที่สร้าง
never
ขึ้นมาให้คน
blame
เชื่อ
animal food.
เขาไม่คิดว่าจริง
Their packet food with a lot of preservatives,
เกิดจากสารเคมี
acid regulator, invert
แต่มาบอก
syrup,
ว่า
dose
อ้างว่ามาจากผล
conditioner,
ไม้
yes
preservatives.
food whatever
They add that. See, this simple toothpaste, it can cause
toothpaste
tonsil damage, thyroid damage.
uh-huh.
The sodium lauryl sulfate glycol inside the toothpaste. I mean,
So you are saying they create this disease just to lie to people.
there are 6 cases against me now. I had to face it in the court.
โดนกล่าวหา
And I welcome it
6
because I can call the health minister, health director, the in charge lab director, everybody in the court can ask, did you ever seen a virus?
ผู้ติดตามคานทีชอบเข้าคุก
In the
เลย
microscope.
เขาเป็นลูกศิษย์คานที
They never seen a virus up to this time. There is no such a
Support you.
He also came forward, condemned the arrest, and so last 39 years I am in the social field, especially for, environmental activities, Gandhian activities, anti-alcohol. So I have very good people support. That's why I live.
That's why you don't fear
I
them.
survive.
You don't fear them.
I don't fear these corrupted
And
politicians.
you are ready to fight them.
I'm ready to die also. I know anytime they may kill me, the multinational pharmaceuticals. I fight against Johnson and Johnson, cancer and cancer.
Johnson & Johnson.
Cancer and cancer. All their products to produce cancer and sell their drugs. 25 years ago, I said their baby oil is pure kerosene, petroleum product. Then recently courts in America start to award compensation to the victims who got cervical cancer after using Johnson's baby powder.
Yes.
Then people said, oh, you said it.
Yes. That is. They were the verdict against Johnson & Johnson.
Johnson, in the case of
The outcome in the
yes,
baby powder
Jacqueline
cost.
Fox, after her death, the jury awarded $75 million as a compensation. Around 5 cases are already awarded. There are 14,000 cases pending. And the drug of Vioxx, and that wonderful drug of Merck, that
อุดมการณ์พวกนี้เยอะ
what the name of that drug? All to cheat, make people. They are making people into sick, then sell their drugs. That's the
they design you said they design disease and then create drug to sell
yes. They create
เขา
disease
บอกบริษัท
first.
ยาใหญ่ๆจ้างคนออกแบบ
Kristen and
โรค
Anya told
โรค
me
ใหม่
that
ๆแบบเนี้ย
you have many
เพื่อจะมาสร้างยา
papers
เพื่อ
of
ขาย
the
ด้วย
research that prove that is a long side of medicine, medical medicine, and but it didn't publish. But you have all that document.
We published many things. I published a magazine for the last 17 years. Better Life, Sujividam, self-healing magazine. I teach people. I write how to heal all these problems through eating fruits and vegetables. People try it. Then I receive hundreds of calls, and we have a TV channel, Nature Life TV. It's a YouTube channel. So we say you eat only fruits for 2 weeks. Drink only water, normal water. You can heal 70% of your disease. And sit half an hour under the sunlight. And we receive many calls. Oh, our problems are disappeared. Gas trouble, constipation, that type of. So doctors are very angry.
next time you carry some of your book to give doctor
I'll send my English versions, soft copies.
I saw lots of your books, but most of them are in Hindi.
Malayalam.
Hindi.
In Kerala language.
เขามาจากทางใต้เป็นภาษาไม่ใช่ฮินดี
Some are translated in English.
So some many things I could not
Understand.
follow. What are they? Because the language seems to be unfamiliar to me.
Yes. 4 books already translated in English. That I can send. And we are going to celebrate the 25th year of our vegan restaurant in Kerala.
how is the
So,
taste
please come and
Taste?
bless us.
Where?
Kerala,
That I'll inform you in Kerala, India.
Kerala.
South India.
25th year of vegan restaurant.
25 ปีthis long. So the best time.
In Kerala.
Kerala.
Southern part of
Southern part of
India.
India, near Sri Lanka.
in Sri Lanka.
Yes.
อยู่ทางใต้อยู่ใกล้ศรี
I
ลัง
have
กา
a friend in Chennai.
Ah, it's an overnight journey.
ฮะรู้สึกสบายดีหรือยังน่ะ เย็นแล้วใช่ไหมถ้าสบายดีแล้วก็กลับบ้านได้
1.5 hour flight. 1 hour flight. 1 hour flight from
Chennai.
Cochin to Chennai to Kerala. So you can visit him also.
I never visit him but he visit me
This time you can visit.
Dr. Manokaran
Oh,
he's Dr. Manokaran
Manoharan.
Manokaran Gurusami
Guru Swami is running a hospital.
He is a plastic surgeon in the hospital Chennai hospital he cut a lot of patients with lymphedema but he is kind of aggressive person when I present a paper in 6 years ago in Sweden about vegan diet we have generated more vegan than any other organization in Thailand because all my patients
Yes.
they have to follow this practice
Yes, their experience.
although when they are out they may be free to return to average diet but we found that about 1/3 of them keep vegan diet 1/3 of them so their disease is they are protected from being relapsed again but those who eat again then immediately the disease return
Yes.
however among them some people who already became strict vegan still have some disease some form of disease return and it's our duty to treat them too
Yes.
because disease not always come from food
Right.
come from the lymph itself because our body has lymph and this lymph must be drained away so far we have not done any meditation we have not done any incorporation of meditation to the disease process we have not done but some people they just go to temple and do on their own
What's the percentage of healing when they clear their mind, whether it's through meditation or
we have not done that research and we cannot do it here too we cannot but of course that is good we know that is good but very difficult to control
we encourage yoga, especially this lifting the legs, Meghadandas, lifting the leg, bending for body to touch the knee and nose to the wall, and headstanding for that type of posture.
if we have more spaces I think we can do more options
Yes.
but here you see we are only one group what we can do only to treat major part of the disease the rest they have to follow their lifestyle some people like to do yoga they can do some people like to do meditation they go to the temple some people they like to do exercise they just do exercise among them if you do exercise it causes disease again if you do exercise it causes disease again
some cases sick here because of exercise
we have seen many
his research
exercise is not always good
Torsion in the body.
exercise is not always good when we say exercise people will understand it as running or doing that this like this the concept of exercise is to make your body more burning more energy and
Torsion.
accelerate heart rate and secrete more sweat and run and do with the speed they understand exercise as that but for me exercise is to move your joints you go to the toilet it's already exercise so exercise doesn't mean to run but most people believe that exercise is to run when you run you cause more damage to your ankle
Yes.
in the head
There's a strong exercise people die 2 people ด็อกเตอร์2 คนไอ้ด็อกเตอร์ที่ภาคประชาธิปัตย์ชื่ออะไรที่ภาคใต้อะแข็งแรงด้วยออกกำลังกายหนักแต่ตายแล้วก็เพราะว่านอนไม่พอ
More strain to the
They don't sleep enough exercise a lot
both joints and muscles.
What about the definition that they say exercise you have to do till the period that our body release the hormone endorphin. They say approximately about 20 minutes of exercise. So body will.
That is your definition, not mine. I do not follow.
That is what I learned from
That is your
education.
Definition is totally different, belonging to what society you belong to. If you are monk, then what is exercise? Arm collecting, you walk around in the morning, that is already exercise, right? If you are monk,
So doctor idea to walk enough
oh well, maybe you are not walking. Those who do not have legs, what would you say? The exercise is what? If you don't have legs, you are amputated.
just moving enough
Yes, moving joints. Moving joints.
enjoy like this enough
Whatever. Daily activity is good.
And
We have many experience. We have lots of true examples that if you do too much exercise, you cause damage to your body.
And do they need to get sweaty?
Even though you sit, you stand or you sit still, sweating always.
Yes.
หมอยืนอย่างเดียวก็เหงื่อออก
You look at these people. They believe that exercise is good, so they do exercise. And this is the result of exercise. วิ่ง
ด็อกเตอร์อะไรที่เคยเป็นผู้นำอาเซียนสุรินทร์ดรสุรินทร์พิทวรรณการ
ทำไมอ่ะ
ออกกำลังกายตายอ่ะ
เขาเป็นอะไร
พักผ่อนน้อยแต่เขาออกกำลังกายทุกวันจ็อกกิ้งทุกวันแต่อยู่ๆตายเลย
ไม่อันนั้นเขาเป็นโรคบุตรในหัวใจนี่พวกกินเนื้อวัวนี่
ของมุสลิมเลย
กินเนื้อวัวนี่ช่วยไม่ได้
นอนน้อยนอนน้อยเลยก่อน
นะ
เป็นดิสกายเนี่ย
อ๋อไม่เป็นไรไม่เป็นไรเอาพี่ไปตอบทางอื่น ยังไม่อ่านก็ได้เอาเหรอ
เป็นประโยชน์
เอาเหรอ
You see this
นี่ครับ
gentleman
ตรงนี้ไหม
พี่ทางนี้ดีกว่า
ไหน
He came
พอดีผม
from
โรเทต
London
บางทีเขาพูดแบบนี้
and he is Thai but he has Spanish no he has
อ๋อ
Swedish
อันนี้นะ
nationality but he worked in London as a chef
อ๋อเนี่ยเหร
he
อ
came to see me
ช่วยย้าย
after waiting
อ๋อ
for 2
อันนี้
months
นะอย่างนี้ปะแต่กล้องมันไม่ตรงเท่าไหร่
he has this disease what would you say if you saw him it is not psoriasis it is not psoriasis but I call this is a phenotype of bad limb sickness. Falling disorder is a kind of falling disorder. He has rashes from the ankle, spread up right leg, and then it start to grow from the left ankle to and spread and come to his body part, abdomen, and also on his back. You see, it's coming up. I say this is a typical rashes that is caused by arthritis. You have arthritis in your ankle. He didn't come to see me the first time he has the disease. He wait 2 months. I said, why do you have treatment in London? Because you work there, you pay, and they take your tax. He said he could not expose himself to any doctor, otherwise he will lose job. He cannot work in the restaurant anymore. That's why he keep his body unseen, protect every part of body. Nobody know that he has disease, but he search internet. He know that I will be the person to treat his disease. So 2 months later he came back. He came to Thailand. He wait until he find newcomer to train him and he can cook while he make a living. Then they said you have arthritis. Doctor, but I am strong. I know you are strong. You are bodybuilder, you are strong. But you have arthritis. come from your ankles,
Mm.
which we tell everyone that bad limb sickness, poor limb disorder, 95% come from the ankles, but your case,
Sodium? Sodium disorder, did you say?
poor limb disorder, poor bad limb sickness, 95% of the limb comes from the ankle.
Mm.
95% come from the ankle.
Mm.
Which sometimes you have this unknowingly. What's the true cause of the abnormal sensation in your foot, your leg?
Mm.
But in the medical textbook, you will be diagnosed as neuropathy.
Yes.
But to me, this is poor limb disorder.
Oh.
When I rap, everything just gone.
How about the diabetic neuropathy?
Sure, same.
Same. Oh. Mm.
Diabetic neuropathy, you rap, the abnormal sensation just gone. Some people gone in 5 minutes. Some people maybe 2 or 3 hours later. But I would say 95% of them heal by our treatment.
Or compression and cold water also.
Depending on the people.
Mm.
Some people just wrapping alone can make it disappear. Some people you have to do also icing.
You do hot and cold together?
No matter you have 1 or 2 or 3 abnormalities, we do the whole set for everyone who are enrolled to this course. We do the whole set, so that we make sure that we clear the lymph into the core of the bone, in the bone marrow. We clear.
Bone marrow also.
Sure. We clear the bone marrow. We clear the bone marrow by using cool ice bathing.
So what's the influence of bone marrow to the lymphatic fluid?
Because the lymph also come out of the bone marrow. Yes, come out of the bone marrow. We saw on MRI, we saw this very clearly. This is beyond the knowledge of medical textbook. I am a MD, I am a PhD. I know what is written in the medical textbook. I know what is the defect of medical textbook. So when medical textbook say so, I say no. They say so, I say no, because I know more than them, because I saw on the MRI. MRI cannot tell lie, but medical textbook description sometimes
50% manipulated.
Sometimes
That's what the editor
not.
of BMJ said. 100%, 50% of the article we published or manipulated.
So many people suffer from wrong information in the text, in the medical journal and whatever. Maybe
Because journal you can publish in your own style. You want what kind of data? There will be always company to create this data for you.
Doctor, so how come many MD now do things against their common sense because they just follow the literature and from the medical journal? Every time I see doctor asking for medical journal and proof, sometimes their common sense is right, but they just read it in what in the paper.
Because they never write textbook. I do. I write textbook for many people around the world. So I know what is in the textbook. I correct a lot of medical textbook description. I correct it.
So many patients suffer because of this. ทำยังไงดี เชื่อหมอ
So diabetic neuropathy is also a lymphatic problem.
Yes. Some you have this sensation. You have this sensation. You have this sensation. Or you may have this. But this is simply
diabetic foot
gone. When you lymphatic treatment, lymph treatment, this sensation is gone. We have lots of example, and we don't fear this. We don't fear.
Then
Because-
I have around 100 diabetic neuropathy patients.
Anywhere in the world, anywhere in Thailand, you go out there, you see people with this abnormality, but we do not bring them here unless these people are protected by God. They will find me.
so we're lucky. Yeah,
Yes, that's good.
yeah. You doing good cause, that's why you meet.
Otherwise, they can't come. They can't come. And-
If you are involved in devil, you will be there. You won't come to see me.
Yes.
Been waiting 3 months to see him after we meet on the Dragon seminar and waiting for new
Same thing
arrangement.
I say, you can't enter into my ashram. You are not spiritually blessed.
Yes. You must be spiritually blessed by God. Then you can find the right solution. Otherwise, you will follow you.
Nobody will come to ashram house, they will go to hospital, 5-star.
ข้ามไม่ที่เพียร์ข้ามเลยสักเกิดเกลกัน
We have 118 joints around the body. We have 26 bones and 550 muscle. 187 joints in this body. But you know what? In each foot there are 33 joints. 2 feet you have 66 joints out of 187. That means 1/3 of the joint population are located in 2 feet.
Yes.
So the feet are so densely packed with joints. And the joints always, when you move, it crash. That's why it causes tissue damage, always. And our body must get rid of this tissue damage by lymph flow. And lymph will drain this away. That's why most of it come from the ankle. We have 187 joints. Some joints in your life you work only 2 times. This one. On the engagement day and on wedding day, you have to use this joint. No more. But these joints, you use it maybe many times a day.
6,000, 10,000.
You know, if you walk 6,000 steps a day, you are moving 66 joints times 6,000 steps.
So it's good to move than to walk.
It is. But
But-
every time, remember, when you use your joint, you are generating bad lymph, poor lymph. And the body must be able to cope with this lymph generation. If your body cannot cope with it, you will have poor lymph disorder. Then you have to not overload your joints. You must not overload your joints. Otherwise, you are damaging your lymphatic system. You are generating too much unwanted material,
Yes.
but your body cannot get rid of them. So you must slow down. Slow down.
So doctor, there's a video in Japanese said to do this 100 times to kill blood pressure. So is it good to do?
I don't know. you have to do experiment.
They say to do like this 100 times
prove yourself
Try.
to kill blood pressure.
They can say.
They can cure blood pressure.
But
that
according
can
to your
cause-
theory, it do more damage to do that.
No, it depends on the people. It depends individual. We have many patients who have problem with blood pressure, but after we do treatment, their blood pressure become very low, so dramatically. Like the gentleman just came, Kuntana.
วิดีโอพูดถึง
Kuntana.
ทำอย่างนี้นะ
ไปเห็นอยู่
On the 5th day, his blood pressure become 89. He was so surprised. How come my blood pressure so low? After we do treatment for him, so I said no more blood pressure lowering drug, no more.
what is mechanism
About the
Mechanism? Secret.
About the
that is
muscle
the called
cramps.
mechanism
What?
Muscle cramps.
muscle cramp.
Oh, muscle cramp is easy. You do twisting, muscle cramp gone.
Is it also connected to the lymph?
Sure. Muscle cramp is in number 3 of our cooling disorder.
Oh.
Muscle cramp is number 3.
Leg pains.
Myalgia and cramp.
Okay.
Yes, this is number 3. Very common. You do this treatment, the cramps gone. Simply gone. So this secret, don't tell anyone. Otherwise, big pharma company will hate me. Don't tell them.
See, normally we believe, as a naturopath, I also believe that putting your legs in ice cold water is not good.
You?
I also believe up to this time, until I meet you.
But this is a healing process. Because your ankles are very hot inside. If you touch, you can feel it's hot from inside. But when you dip your feet into the ice bucket, you heal. You ask many patients here, they like it very much. Those who have stubborn disease, you dip this. And some people we dip until here. We do.
What about people who their feet already become cold? It's always
Cold, then you
cold.
stop, not too cold. You have to make it moderate, that your body can tolerate and
dip in cold water for how long?
3 minutes.
Some people their temperature is quite low already.
So you just moderate it. 3 minutes. Don't go over your limit.
What about the Finland, Scandinavia people? They sauna and
They do.
They go into hot cold water.
Yes, they do.
That is good technique. Hot and cold, hot and cold.
Even in Japan,
Yes.
sometimes they jump into
Cold water,
Snow.
cold
cold steam.
into the
Ice.
river. The river.
Ice river.
Very cold. They do.
Cold lake.
People in India, they dip in Ganges water.
Yes.
And they have a festival ที่ญี่ปุ่นอ่ะน้ำแข็งอ่ะ
When you
วิ่ง
go
น้ำแข็ง
the rooftop here, you see this.
See this. I can show you later. You need to see the rooftop.
We use this.
3 minutes.
I think that lady becoming a volunteer after.
No, these are patients, not volunteer.
After the treatment, I think.
Some do. Some.
This one, she has severe. I show you. She has severe eczema with lip oozing,
Yes.
ถ่ายทำอย่างอื่น
with lip oozing, and very badly injured after she consumed fish. So we treat her, and you look at this testimonial record. ชื่อคุณอะไรนะ
Eczema.
นัชยา
My name.
เดี๋ยวก่อน
นิตยา
นัชดาเนาะ This is her. You see? And look at her arm. There.
Oh.
And the first day we treat her like this. มันทำไมอ่ะแสบเหรอแสบไหม
I feel pain
Sad, man.
on my scar, my
นี่
hood.
โดนทำไมร้องดังจัง
So hurt.
เจ็บมา4-5 วันแล้วแบบที่จับเอง
It was painful.
Suffer for 5 days
สวมธนัดเลย คล้ายๆคุณสวมธนัดเลย
ผิวเขาบางใช่ไหม
It's the same material you cover, used to wrap.
No, we use this net to protect, not to let the gauze attach directly on the wound.
เจ็บก็ต้องเปลี่ยน
เขาแสบ
ที่ล้างแผลหรือเปล่า
ทั้งเจ็บทั้งแสบอะ
ต้องไปล้าง
What type of net is?
It is bacterial gas I show you
ล้างน้ำประปาเลย
ไม่ได้ผิวเขาบางมากเหรอ
ไม่ใช่ครับเขาเป็นแผลมาก่อน She
ไม่
has
แสบไม่แสบ
blister
ที่แสบเพราะว่า
Throughout
เราไม่ได้
the arm
ถูมันถูมันซะหน่อยมันก็หาย
พี่รถครับ
เอาน้ำประปาฉีดแล้วก็ถู
พี่รถอาจารย์ขอภาพ
We must watch this with tap water
ขอภา
but
พ
she
แบบ
did
นี้ให้ดู
she watched it with saline
ขายเครียด
I said must watch with tap water
เหมือนกองทุนสูงนักพนันเลย
and then after treatment
เอาน้ำให้เอาน้ำให้
this is 3 days later very happy no more everything clean no more the skin recover very beautifully now happy in 3 days she suffered 5 days before she came to see me she ate fish it happened after she ate fish
and then people eat many sushi here
no not sushi fish
ซูชิโอเคนะหมอ
อืม
เพราะเขาซูชิไม่ได้ล่ามากเลย
ไม่ได้วิดอนallow วิดอน
ซูชิก็ไม่ได้เหรอฮะ
ไม่ได้โอ้โหขายกันเต็มไปหมดไปกินก็เรื่องของเขาดิเรื่องของเขาดิlike this
จริงๆนั่นภาพของเขาเองนะ
This what you asking is normal cause
How about excessive yawning?
อะไรนะ
Excessive yawning หาบ่อยครับ
ใครยัง
พี่เป็นเองหรือว่า
เคยเป็นอยู่
เคยเป็นแล้วมันหายอ่ะ
ตอนหลังผมมาทำดีท็อกก็เสียดี
First you grab this first because otherwise another material will contact
มันไม่ง่วงมันหาวอะ
to protect
ไม่ได้ง่วงนะ
It's general cause
แต่พอทำ
This
ดี
is
ท็อก
general
No, not this
cause
one. not this one the net
ไม่ต้อง
bacterial
กา
gas
แฟ
ไอ้ที่มันขึ้น
ตะข่ายครับตะข่ายครับตะข่าย
ที่ของเรามีด้วย
ตะข่ายอยู่ในกล่องช่วยดูดิ
อยู่ใน
คุณเอาไว้ดูหน่อยนี่ตะข่าย
ตะไคร่ไอ้
เมื่อกี้อะ
Sorry I bring the wrong one
not that one this is just to protect the skin not to stick
Yes
to the gauze
this one
อันที่เปิดแล้วไหมดูหน่อย
Yes มีที่แกะแล้วไหมครับ
เปิดได้ดูหน่อย
This one already open the seal like this one to protect not the cell issue the whole connect to the gauze yes so this one will protect not let your skin contact stick to the
So do you have Facebook or something so I can learn from your oh, okay maybe you can send it thank you
ช่วยดูคุณสวมธนัทหน่อยสวมธนัทที่หก
มีคำถาม
J I
อะไรคือภาษาจีน
อาร์ติฟิสข้ออักเสบซอเบสิสจะเก่งมาก
ผมเพิ่งส่งสติ๊กเกอร์ไปให้ที่วาง
สปา
In Thailand we have this word slang this means food aggravation the symptoms become worsen disease become down when you eat something and many times they call it infection but it is not like this Mostly they say this is infection, but to me this is just inflammation, not infection.